I'm Claire Alcock, and I've had the privilege of being the minister in Whitchurch for the last 9 years, and this is my husband.
I'm Chris Alcock, and I am Claire's worse half, and for my sins I am a clergy spouse, so I've been a vicar's wife here for the last 9 years.
So I was brought up in a Christian home. I wouldn't say that everybody in the family bought into it, but enough people so that lots of it was filtering down. And I was particularly influenced by both my grandmothers, who, and neither of whom were Anglican. And in fact, there haven't been any Anglicans in my family at all. And I'm not a cradle Anglican. So that's quite funny. I often feel that God must have a sense of humour to put me in the Anglican church. Well, not just put me in the Anglican church, but to give me the chance to minister as a priest in the Anglican church.
I think for me, I have a very strong Christian background. My parents, my father's in the Royal Navy, was a Christian at school, grew up as a Christian. My mother went to India when she was 6 weeks old. Her parents are Christians. So I was born into a Christian family. We went to church. I found church extremely dull and boring. I hated it. It was the worst hour of Sunday.
So we have loved living in Whitchurch, and we're pretty sad to go, but excited about the next phase of our journey, which is really us returning to our roots, because we met each other at Reading University in 1985. But how did we get to Whitchurch? I started thinking about whether I might go into the church as a priest, I suppose just before I turned 40.
Well, Claire has been with us for 9 years. She came in 2010 as a curate in training and was commissioned by Kevin Davis, our rector at Checkendon, on the 4th of July 2010. She took her first service here on her own, a funeral service on the 13th of August 2010.
When we came to Whitchurch in 2011, and Claire having ministered here for a year, I very much felt like I was in the Prince Philip role, you might say. I was the supporter, and I was trying to do my best to see. And it was a completely new experience for me. I had no idea what expectations there should be. I wasn't going to do the flower rota. I wasn't going to be the classic vicar's wife. So I had a full-time job. But I suddenly found myself, Claire was very much going to the foreground. Now I'd finished house mastering and I was sort of coming slightly more into the background, but I was so happy to move to Whitchurch, into this fabulous house. Yeah. And to meet such lovely, lovely people who accepted us and got to know us, and who we're going to be very sad to leave.
Mm-hmm. Remembering Chris, her husband, who has supported her wonderfully in this position. Chris has run Decathlon, and as a family they are very musical. They have this wonderful music group where they play guitars based upon new wine, all these modern songs. They're teaching us all these modern songs.
And I have loved just doing ministry, getting to know people.
Over the 9 years, Claire has brought a wealth of musical talents to our church, and it is sad that we're going to see her go. Not only can she sing, she plays the guitar, she plays the piano, plays the keyboard, very often playing the piano and the keyboard without any music, so a wealth of talents.
There's a sense in which God is never in a hurry, and I've had to learn to be patient, to let things go in their own time, to be and not to always do, and just to love to be alongside people. So I'm really hoping that this fantastic time in Whitchurch that has really formed me as a minister will bear fruit in a new situation in Reading. And I have loved being in Whitchurch, and there have been times when I thought, I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to leave, because it's a lovely big house, it's a lovely garden, and we do feel very plugged in here.
Yeah.
But it's time for a change, and our children have grown up, and 2 of them have left home, and we've got Kit still coming and going from university and being quite independent, so it feels like the right time to go.